Princess Leonor Royal Wedding. A union of love and legacy. Imagine a royal wedding draped in history, duty, and expectation. The cathedral bells of Spain, echoing through centuries, call forth the image of a future queen stepping into a destiny already written for her. But what if the story you thought you knew about royal marriages, the cold arrangements, the unions for politics, the alliances made of convenience, suddenly broke apart? What if, against all odds, Princess Leonor's royal wedding was not only about duty, but about love, passion, and the forging of a legacy that would transform the monarchy forever? Today, we unravel the most extraordinary chapter in Spain's modern history, a union of love and legacy. From the moment the whispers began in Madrid, the nation leaned closer. Princess Leonor, the heir to the Spanish throne, was no longer just a symbol of continuity, but a young woman standing at the delicate intersection of love and state. Her royal wedding was not simply an event for the monarchy, it was a moment that promised to change Spain itself. The value was clear from the start, a wedding that carried centuries of tradition, but with a heartbeat that belonged entirely to Leonor. But what truly makes this wedding unforgettable? It begins with the setting. Imagine the grandeur of the royal palace, its halls filled with portraits of monarchs past, each gaze a reminder of the crown's weight. Yet as Leonor prepared for her wedding, the focus wasn't on the lineage alone, but on the emotions swirling through her family, her country, and even the watching world. Queen Letizia, poised yet emotional, could not hold back the tears as she watched her eldest daughter walk toward a future both personal and historic. King Felipe, steady as a monarch, yet trembling as a father, gave his blessing not just to an heir's marriage, but to a daughter's chosen love. The pacing of this story, much like the wedding itself, moves from a breathtaking rush of anticipation to the tender unfolding of detail. When Leonor appeared before the crowd, her gown a blend of modern elegance and Spanish tradition, the first gasp came not from dignitaries but from ordinary Spaniards who had gathered outside. Their cheers carried through the streets, binding monarchy and people in one voice of awe. Yet behind that public spectacle lay private moments, whispered exchanges between Leonor and her chosen partner, moments that spoke of a love story years in the making. Curiosity draws us deeper. Who is this man she has chosen? What makes him worthy of standing beside a future queen? Each question leads to another revelation. He is not just a figure of romance, but of integrity, a man whose devotion to Leonor transcends status or crown. Their bond is not a staged alliance, but a true partnership, one that promises to shape Spain's monarchy into a more human, relatable institution. And with that realization comes a new loop. If Leonor can marry for love, what does this mean for the centuries-old traditions of arranged alliances? Is this the beginning of a monarchy led not just by duty, but by authenticity? As the ceremony reached its climax, the symbolism deepened. Leonor's salute, once performed in military uniform, a testament to her training and discipline, now transformed into a gesture of commitment, not only to her people but to her partner. A union of soldier and sovereign, daughter and bride, woman and queen. Each vow she spoke echoed with both intimacy and history, as though the very walls of the cathedral leaned closer to listen. And yet, amid the joy, tension lingered. Not all royals in Europe welcomed this union with open arms. Some whispered about broken traditions, others about new threats to dynastic power. Could Leonor's decision to follow her heart weaken the Spanish monarchy, or would it infuse it with a power more enduring than politics, love? The answer, of course, lies in the legacy this wedding sets in motion. By the time the final bells rang, Spain knew it had witnessed more than a royal wedding. It had witnessed the rewriting of history. Leonor, once a figure of formality, had become a beacon of authenticity, her marriage standing as a bridge between past and future. For her family, it was a day of pride laced with tears. For her people, it was a moment of unity. For the world, it was a reminder that even in palaces, hearts beat with the same longing for love, courage, and legacy. This is the story of Princess Leonor's royal wedding, where the crown did not overshadow the heart, but rather, the heart gave the crown a new radiance. It is not only a union of two souls, but of a queen and her destiny, of love and legacy forever entwined.